Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Every time you see Chad Blackman, he is propped up. Do not be fooled by this. He is propped up, okay? Although he's slender, the guy he's holding on to, Chad is propped up. Every time you see him, he's propped up. So this photo is him going to pay his deposit to show that, yeah, he's serious about running for elective politics. And then here you see Felicia Dujon. Okay, she's not propped up. She's able to walk in as she should on her own steam. The last time you saw someone in your news propped up going to sign up or going to pay their deposit to be elected in some sort of political drama, it was Low. Remember Low? When he was all propped up and he was like leaning against the car and you saw it, you could see that he was dying right before your eyes. But let's talk about Felicia. They're saying that she's out of St. Lucia. They wanted me to know that. Somebody wanted me to know that. They wanted me to know that St. Lucia has about 180,000 people, whereas Barbados has about 300,000. And they're wondering how could they not find anyone in Barbados to put up for elective politics. Now, I don't know if her family, mom, dad, who among them are from Barbados and migrated maybe to St. Lucia, these things should be online. These things should be readily available to anyone who is in elective politics. Their information, their business should be out there, when she was born, where she was born, who her parents are. And you want to know even a little background, where does she live and how is she with her neighbors? Did they do they go around and talk to neighbors and that kind of stuff to make sure that she's well liked and that kind of stuff? Is he well liked in his community? Is he 100% full Bayesian? See, you don't know anything about these people. You really don't know. Someone will have to hear something and put it out there and then people comment, but it should be part of the gazettes, the government information service part of it. These things should be readily available. You should be able to go online and pull up Chad Blackman's name and see his height, his weight, if he's ever had any ailments, who his mom is, where she was born, his dad, where he was born, everything you need to know, because this is tax money. You're paying, these are your servants, you're paying them to do a job, and you want to make sure that what you need to know is there, that you can read about these people. And is he able, like talking about, being like present in your neighborhood? Would he pull in your garbage can if you are away and your garbage can blew out in the road? Would he be one to go and put it in and put it where it should be? Would he run behind your dog if your dog ran away in the traffic? Would he run behind the dog to fetch your dog? I'm just kidding. He's not going to run behind no dog. Okay, he's not going to be running behind nobody's dog. But what kind of person is he? He is being put out there by Mia Motley. Everything he's doing is on her steam, and they're saying, I don't know how is even possible. You guys must have a hard stomach. But they're saying that he's being groomed to be the next Prime Minister of Barbados. That's the role that he's being groomed to step into, to be the next Prime Minister of Barbados. So you could be paying him all that money to fly around a private jet and go about talking on behalf of Barbados and talking about the NCDs in Barbados and how you have to watch your diet and stay away from fatty foods, and that you're gonna be paying him to tell you that. You guys got hard stomachs, man. Some hard stomachs you got there. But he's always seen being propped up. Okay, he is propped up. He's propped up. No matter if it looks like he shouldn't be hugging nobody. You don't need to be hugging nobody. Okay, you're going in to pay your $250. That's no money for you. That's no money for you. Go and pay your money and walk in and walk out. You don't need to be propped up, but he does. He does. Felicia wasn't, but he was. Okay, this how you walk in and this how you walk out. That's how you walk in, that's how you walk out. Okay, so yeah, someone is, talking about this kind of thing and the fact that she is St. Lucian born. Find out more about that. Find out more about why do people in politics need to bring someone from somewhere else to run. But then again, I have the answer to that. It's not a question for me, because it's hard pickings in Barbados. It's really hard pickings in Barbados, but it's a question that some people may have, and some people may not even know that she is St. Lucian born. These things should be online. When you put someone out there to run for politics, their birthplace, their birth parents, where they've gone to school, what college. I don't want to know nothing about no school, no high school, no primary school, college, university. Where does she study? Does she have like a degree? What is her profession outside of politics? These are things you need to know. Okay, these are things you need to know. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. What people were saying to me in my little chat, that she's St. Lucian born, and they want to know, I guess, but that guy David Thompson, he was born in England, but his parents, they say, was out of Barbados, right? David Thompson's parents, the one who died in office, and Frondell stepped in, but they're saying that, and there was another one that had, even David Thompson's wife was not Barbados born. They're wondering about these things within the DLP, But then again, are you really looking into the BLP to see who are born off the island and they were nationalized, became citizens in Barbados, and then take up the role of trying to run things in Barbados? It's a strange, funny-ish kind of thing when someone from a smaller place comes to a bigger place and tries to run things, or you're paying them good money to supervise. You're giving them your money, your power, your vote to supervise what's going on, because after they get the vote, they don't listen to you. I think you know that. They're not going to listen to you after they get your vote. So you need to have a little background on these people that you are entertaining. Like I always tell you, do not let them in your house. Do not let them in your house, okay? And if you're giving them your vote, if you're giving your power over to them, you need to know who you're giving your power over to. You need to know who you're giving your power over to, because once they get it, you don't see them again. They don't answer their phones. You've seen it. And you go through things over and over. You know what they call it, right? You're not very smart. You're not really very smart if you are doing the same thing over and over, and you think it's going to get better. It's getting worse. Everything is getting worse, but you're doing the same thing over and over and talking the same jive, and it looks stupid. It actually looks stupid on you. Okay, so just improve. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.